Thank you very much, and thanks for having us. We think it's just fantastic to be here and speak in this conference around this very important topic around inclusion and entrepreneurship. My name is Christian. I'm manager of SIATE, and with me I have Fredrik, who is responsible for our entrepreneurship programs. And we both work with entrepreneurs on a daily basis in our programs. Just very short about us. We work with entrepreneurship programs here in this region, Vestfold and Telemark, but also in Oslo and other parts of the country. We also do inclusion together with NAV and some of the insurance companies where we help people, very many with health issues, back to the labor market. And we also do leadership development programs with public and private organizations. So, what we are going to present today is an entrepreneurship programs we do together with NAV here in this region, Vestfold and Telemark. And I think it's repeated now a couple of times that NAV, what we call NAV, is the Norwegian Labour and Welfare Administration. You know, traditionally, NAV did these programs. It was like 4 weeks course where you learned to write a business plan. And I think everybody who has started a business or tried to start a business, we know that the business plan is killed in the first meeting with the customer. So you need to get back to your office, adjust, and then go back to the market again and get new feedback on your business plan. NAV in Vestfold and Telemark saw this, and they did some more innovative program in 2016, where they actually created a 26-week program, where we, as a supplier, were enabled to work with entrepreneurs over a period of time, to be with them in the successes, but also with the resistance, problems, and everything that you experience through a journal to start a business. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the program target and the target group of this program, design on the program, and some results and examples of businesses that's been started. So first, the target of the program. So actually 2 targets. The first target is to create new jobs in the region. And we can do that by establishing new businesses, but also some of our entrepreneurs also go in cooperation with existing businesses and start new business areas. That's also a very good way to start and to create new jobs in the region. And it's also, of course, an inclusion perspective in this program. It's not for everyone to start up in a normal job from 8 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's not always the best way for everybody back into the labor market. So it's actually inclusion perspective with it, that starting your own business, for many people, that's the best way and most efficient way back to the labor market. Then, a bit about the target group. It is people on unemployment benefit, of course. We also have quite many people with health issues, health challenges in our programs. We also see that this could be a very good way for them back into the labor market. The health situation keeps them away from the labor market, and starting their own business is often a very good way for them to get back in the labor market. We have all ages. In SIATE, we have a principle that age doesn't matter. We have people from 18, 20 years to 65. It's all about the competences, the motivation to start a business, and about the behaviors. People in our programs, they are in different stages of the startups. Some have already have an idea, they know what to do, they maybe also have a company, so they need coaching and support from us to really escalate their business so they could live from it. But we also have people that have maybe some different kind of ideas they want to test out in the market so they can decide on what to go for. And it's all kind of industries. Everything from a tech company that will escalate globally to a hairdresser in Horten. So we have all kind of different companies, but we are very focused on linking them at the end of the program with other incubators, co-working spaces, and so on, like you hear, Gründeriet, High Five in Vestfold, Start in Vestfold, and so on. Okay? Then Fredrik will tell us a bit about the program.
Yeah, thank you. So this is a pretty long program. It's a 6-month program, and it's focused on action. So we basically believe that all the learnings, they come from the actions that the actual entrepreneur and the people in the program do. And they learn from their actions. So we spend a lot of time on actually reflecting on the results of their actions. And then we go through that and we see what is there to learn, because it's all about the next action you will take and how have you improved from the first action. In the program, we have 3 focus areas that we believe is the most crucial in order to figure out and find that business model that will create a success, and also for you as an entrepreneur, find those skills that you need to train and learn in order to be successful. And as somebody already said, entrepreneurship, you can learn it. And actually, most of you have the skill sets already. You're doing it. And through this program, we make sure that we spend a lot of focus on you as an entrepreneur, because it's the skill sets that you need to learn. Some of the skills you're good at, and some of the skills you're probably not good at. And one of the biggest challenges we're working with is actually, first of all, creating action. All of us, me included, it's actually nice not to take action. It's nice to sit in the office. But that's not where the magic happens. It happens out in the market. So we train the skill sets and we make people actually master the skills so they actually see the results, and that's where the company, you see the company grows. Another part that we also focus a lot about is testing the business model. So every entrepreneur, they start with some ideas, hypotheses of what they believe can create value in the market. But it needs to be tested. So after 2 weeks, people in the program, they contact companies and potential customers, and they go into a dialogue and they challenge their own business model and get feedback from the customers. What do they want? What's the mindset of the customer? How do they look at their business model? Because that's where the value is. And that's also part of the challenge sometimes from an entrepreneur to actually get feedback on how they're thinking. And the goal through the program, they get letter of intent, they close some deals, they actually get contracts before they start the company. Because then we reduce the risk of a failure, as long as if you have some proof that there is money there that actually will be sustainable. And we also spend a lot of commercialization, which has to do with sales and marketing. And I would say the Norwegians are probably not the country in the world that is most outgoing and the best at selling and communicating and getting the vision out. I think you agree with me on there? Yeah? Yeah. And that's what we train of. And that's actually for the entrepreneur to take the space that they actually have to take in order to get the progression. Because the art is very often the best idea, does not succeed, but it is the idea that is good enough. But the entrepreneur is able to communicate the value the product will create for the customers. Yeah, you can. Let's go into details. So in 26 weeks, we work with these people every day. And here's the structure of the week. So we start Monday by introducing and talking about new subjects within those 3 categories: test your business model, work on yourself as an entrepreneur, and commercialization, sales and marketing. And then we do workshops individually, but also in groups. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, each entrepreneur work in groups, but most individually as well, out in the market, talking to companies, potential customers to learn and develop a business model that is viable and scalable. And then that's also a part where we do mentoring, coaching, a one-on-one tailored support based on where they are and how far they come with their business model. And on Friday, they meet, pitch every Friday. It's a repetitive process, but they pitch the business idea, the development of the business idea to the group. And they get a lot of feedback. They get a lot of external networks. And we do that through consistently 26 weeks. And that's where the magic also happens. Yeah.
Then we look at the results, and that's important. And me and Fredrik, we talked about it the other day. It's just amazing what these entrepreneurs coming from now and what they are able to achieve in this program. It's crazy. And we see that we have 20 participants in our programs. And normally we start around 12 to 14 new competence out of that group. So that's good results. But it's also to look at it, what's the long-term results. And I saw that Gründeriet had like 86%, and that's crazy. They probably get a lot of entrepreneurs from our program because we are a first-line service. So, but we did now did a survey for those people who started in 2016 and 17, and we saw that 44% of those people are still running a business today. That's very good results when you look at the target group. And we know, as Gründeriet said, it's around 25% that will succeed after 5 years. What does it mean? Well, it means that it makes some meaning to build something around the entrepreneur and to support them over a longer period of time to secure that they will succeed in starting a business. We also look at the candidate experience, and these people are happy to have a course or a program to attend when they're starting a business. What we see is most important for them is to be part of a group. It is hard to sit alone, in the basement starting a business, but as Fredrik said, they meet through the week. They have the Fridays where they present for each other. And I think what they emphasize the most is to be part of that group, get support from the other people in the group, and be inspired to keep on going, although it's hard to start a business.
Here are some examples. There's many people that has gone through the courses, but here's an outtake of some of them. We have a person that's created a travel agency for senior people that would like to get a break and connect. We also have a person that has started a private healthcare company that is in a starting phase there. We also have an artist that has figured out selling art in Norway. That's probably not the biggest market. So she's actually shipping art, selling it on the internet and shipping it to the world. And are able to be sustainable through increasing the market through the digital world. We also have Svein. He started a scaffold company and very quickly scaled up to 40 employees. And Tor Erik is a person working on technology with improving flow on the golf course. So as you see, the industries that we are involved with is anything. And it's impressive to see how these entrepreneurs just do what it takes, ups and downs. There are ups and there are definitely downs.
Okay, that's everything from us. Thank you very much.